this year, this year, this year. And so, by thinking about those things, it helps us to plan what we'd like to achieve for next year. And maybe that will help us with the goals of directing our actions and our life mastery, the master program, the mastermind, the master skill, the master power, the master decision, the master goal, mastering human relationships, measure and compare everything you do in the process of turning them into your reality. Peace of mind. The first of these 7 ingredients of success, and easily the most important, is peace of mind. It is the highest human good. Without it, nothing else has much value. Because of this, you strive for it all your life. You usually evaluate how well you are doing at any given time, or how much inner peace you enjoy. Peace of mind is your internal gyroscope. When you are living in harmony with your highest values and your innermost convictions, when you are perfectly balanced in life, then you enjoy peace of mind. If, for any reason, you compromise your values or go against your inner guidance, your peace of mind is the first thing to suffer. Peace of mind or harmony is essential for the optimal performance of all human beings. From your relationship with your friends and family members to the businesses and organizations in which you work, all interactions among people thrive on harmonious relationships. All manners, morals, etiquette, diplomacy are organized around the desire each person has to assure his or her peace of mind by not disrupting the peace of mind of others. In cooperation, peace of mind can be measured in terms of profitable companies are those in which people feel good about themselves. They feel safe and happy at work. They may be busy, even frantic with activity, but they are at peace inside. The wonderful truth about peace of mind is that it is your normal, natural condition. Happiness is your birthright. It belongs to you. It is not something that you experience occasionally if you're lucky. Peace of mind is central to your very existence. It is the basic precondition for enjoying everything else. Achieving inner peace must be a central organizing principle of your life. It must become the overreaching goal for which your other goals are subservient. In fact, if you are only successful as a person to the degree which you can achieve your own happiness, your own contentment, your own sense of personal well-being, in short, your own peace of mind. The very idea no one else would. If my aim in life was only to make others happy, I would always be at the mercy of the feelings of others, whoever they may be. And I found that trying to organize my life around making others happy was an unending exercise in frustration and disappointment, because it would just wasn't possible. Second, I discovered that I couldn't give away what I didn't have. I couldn't make someone else happy by being miserable myself. As Abraham Lincoln once said, you can't help the poor by becoming one of them. I found that I couldn't make others happy unless I could make myself happy first. Peace of mind is so important to everything else you accomplish that it must be subjected to rigorous analysis. Where does it come from? Under what condition does it exist for you? How can you get more of it? In the simplest terms, you experience happiness and peace of mind whenever you are completely free from the destructive emotions of fear, anger, doubt, guilt, resentment, and worry. In the absence of negative emotions, you enjoy peace of mind naturally, effortlessly. The key to happiness, then, is to systematically eliminate, or at least minimize, the parts of your life that cause you negativity or stress of any kind. This idea bowled me over when I first came across it many years ago. Imagine the way to live a happy, productive life is to achieve your own peace of mind by systematically eliminating negative people, situations, and emotions that make you unhappy. Wow! Could happiness in life be that simple? And herein lies the rub. The major obstacle to eliminating the negativity that interferes with your happiness is your attachment to negative people and situations that cause it. Your rational mind comes up with all kinds of clever reasons why you must levels of harmony and cooperation in your work environment. In your family, what would your life look like if you and the people you care about were living in a state of complete peace and contentment? What sorts of things would you do to help others to be happy in the process of achieving your own happiness? When you set peace of mind as your goal and plan everything you do in terms of whether it helps or hinders your attainment of that goal, you'll probably never make another mistake. You'll find yourself operating from a higher set of principles. You'll feel wonderful about yourself. Peace of mind is the key. The second ingredient of success is health and energy. Just as peace of mind is your normal and natural mental state, health and energy is your normal and natural physical state. Your body has a natural bias towards health. It produces energy easily and in abundance in the absence of mental or physical interference. And radiant health exists in the absence of any pain, illness, or disease. Wonderfully enough, your body is constructed in such a way that if you stop doing certain things to it, it often recovers and becomes healthy and energetic all by itself. If you achieve all kinds of things in the material world, but you lose your health or your peace of mind, you get little or no pleasure from other accomplishments. Imagine yourself enjoying perfect health. Think of how you would be if you were your ideal image of physical fitness. How would you look? How would you feel? How much would you weigh? is your ideal relationship? Who would it be with, and what would it look like? If you could design your important relationship in every detail, what would you want more of, or less of? What could you do, starting today, to create these conditions in your own life? Without a clear idea of what you really want in a relationship with another person, you will probably find yourself in situations not of your own choosing. Problems in life are almost invariably people problems. They come where they're on top and talk back. People problems do more to disrupt your peace of mind and undermine your health than perhaps any other factor. One of your chief aims in life must therefore be to create a human environment in which you can be happy, contented, and fulfilled. You must examine your relationships one by one and develop a plan to make each of them more enjoyable and satisfying. Only when you can have your relationships under control and functioning harmoniously can you turn your thoughts towards self-expression and self-actualization that enable you to fulfill your true potential. Financial freedom. The fourth ingredient of success is financial freedom. To be financially free means that you have enough money so you don't worry about it continually, as most people do. captured a magic wand, and you can wave it to design your financial life in any way that you wanted. What would your life look like if you achieved all your financial goals? What difference would it make in your day-to-day activities? What would you do more of or less of? How much would you like to be earning in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from today? What kind of lifestyle would you like to be enjoying? How much would you like to be worth when you retire? These are very important questions. Most people never ask and answer them in their entire lives. But if you can be perfectly clear about where you want to go financially, you can learn what you need to know to do to get there. Many graduates of my seminars have gone out and changed their lives from rags to riches. They have become presidents of large corporations. Some have become millionaires. They have started and built their own successful businesses or been promoted rapidly in their companies or industries, but only after they decided what they wanted. When you decide exactly what you want your financial picture to look like, you will be able to use this system to achieve your goals faster than you might have imagined. It all starts with your defining your financial future clearly and then making a plan to realize it. Everything will follow from that, as you'll learn later in this book. The fifth ingredient of success is worthy goals and ideals. Perhaps your deepest subconscious drive, according to Dr. Viktor E. Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning, the seventh ingredient of success is a sense of personal fulfillment. This is the feeling that you are becoming everything that you are capable of becoming. It is the sure knowledge that you are moving toward the realization of your full potential as a human being. Psychologist Abraham Maslow called this self-actualization. He said it was the primary characteristic of the healthiest, happiest, and most successful men and women in our society. A major benefit of this book is that it will show you how to be your own psychologist. You will learn how to achieve and maintain a positive, optimistic, and cheerful mental attitude. You will learn how to develop a fully integrated, fully functioning, fully mature personality. Defining the 7 ingredients of success gives you a series of targets to aim at. When you define your life in ideal terms, when you have the courage to decide exactly what you want, you begin the process of unlocking your hidden powers to succeed. In the chapters ahead, you will learn a proven system of thought and action you can use to achieve whatever goals you can set up for yourself. Knowing where you end up is the most important step. So now you're probably wondering what I'm going to do with this information. And yes, I have been working through the first chapter really, and the first ingredient of success. And what I've done is basically do a little bit of soul searching and writing in a journal, which has really helped me to have a great clarity of what has been holding me back this year and my life really. What I've been doing is writing in my journal. This is actually just a journal that I write my thoughts on, and at the front I'm not sure if you can see that. So I have some motivational paragraphs that I put in the first